Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to Intellify. I am Bhavya. In this video, you are going to learn about how to implement insertion sort algorithm in C++. So, let us begin. Insertion sort is a sorting technique which can be viewed in a way in which we play cards at hand. The way we insert any card in a deck or move it, insertion sort works in that similar manner. Let me give you the example. Consider that I am having three cards in my hand. The number on the cards are 3, 7, and 4. This is an unsorted order of the cards in my hand. I start with the second element. I compare this second element to the first element. When I compare 7 to 3, I realize that 7 is greater than 3. Therefore, it remains on the right hand side. So the order of 3 and 7 is okay. Their position is not changed. Next, what I do, I go to the third element, the third card at my hand. I realize that 4 is less than 7. The third element is less than the second element. So I swap them. I put the card number 4 in front of the card number 7. The swapping takes place. Next, I compare 4 to 3. I know that 4 is greater than 3. Therefore, the position of 4 is correct with respect to 3. No swapping takes place, and now I have my sorted list. This concept is used in insertion sort. Insertion sort algorithm technique is more efficient than bubble sort and selection sort techniques, but it is less efficient than other techniques like quick sort and merge sort. Let us have an overview of insertion sort. In the insertion sort technique, we start from the second element and compare it with the first element and put it in a proper place. Then we perform this process for the subsequent elements. We always start from the second element and then this process continues for the subsequent elements. We compare each element with all its previous elements and put or insert the element in its proper position. Insertion sort technique is more feasible for arrays with a smaller number of elements. It is also useful for sorting linked lists. So in case my arrays are having small number of elements, I will go for insertion sort. But I can also go for insertion sort in case I'm sorting linked lists. Linked lists have a pointer to the next element in case of singly linked list and a pointer to the previous element in case of doubly linked list. My dear students, linked lists are singly linked and doubly linked. The singly linked lists have a pointer to the next element only, whereas a doubly linked list has a pointer to the next element as well as the previous element. So insertion sort can be implemented in case of linked lists and it makes the sorting very easy. Dear students, if you understand the general algorithm, it will be easier for you to develop the code. First, have a look at this detailed picture. Our array is unordered. It consists of 6 elements. The first element, that is 5, is already considered to be sorted. The second element, that is 1, is compared with 5. As 1 is less than 5, it is shifted towards the left. 1 reaches the front. Then we compare 6 to 5 and 1. 6 is greater than 1 and it is greater than 5, so there is no change in order. At this point, my students, I want you to note that our array is divided into two subparts. One is the sorted array and the other is the unsorted array. 2, 4, and 3 are a part of the unsorted array. Now, this process of comparing and inserting continues for 2, 4, and 3. 2 is inserted before 5 and after 1. 4 is inserted before 5 and after 2. 3 is inserted before 4 and after 2. Thus, we have the sorted array. Now, I want you all to look at the pseudocode here. The name of the array is A, and the index positions range from 0 to n minus 1, where n is the size of the array. We pick up the elements from 1 to n minus 1. And at each step, we consider the element at its proper position. This step 2 selects the first unsorted element. Dear students, here I discussed that 5 is already considered to be sorted, and we start comparing from 1, that is from the first element, because 5 is having the index position as 0. That is why we start from k is equal to 1, and we set the temp variable as the first element in our array, not the index at the 0th position. We use the temp variable to store the value at the kth index position, and in the initial steps, the value of k is 1. Now, this loop shifts all the elements to the right and creates a position for the unsorted element. The step 5 inserts the unsorted element to its correct position. We begin with the second element, as we assume that the first element is always sorted. So we begin with comparing the second element with the first one and swap the position if the second element is less than the first. This comparison and swapping process positions two elements in their proper places. Next, we compare the third element to its previous first and second elements and perform the same procedure to place the third element in its proper place. In this manner, for each pass, we place one element in its place. For the first pass, we place the second element in its place. Thus, in general, to place n elements in their proper place, we need n minus 1 passes. Now is the program code. We use the header files, and then we use the namespace std to provide a scope to the identifiers inside the namespace. Then is the member functions declaration. We declare insertion, sort, and print array functions. In the main function, we pass the array and call the insertion sort function. Then in the insertion sort function, the combination of for loop and while loop is used that sorts the array, which is then printed. These lines of code help in sorting the array, and then the sorted array is printed using the print array function. This print array function here is used to print the given array, and in the output we have the sorted array as the result. Insertion sort is an efficient sorting algorithm. It does not run on preset conditions using for loops, but instead it uses one while loop, which avoids the extra steps. Usage of while loop avoids the extra steps once the array gets sorted. Even though insertion sort is efficient, still, if we provide an already sorted array to the insertion sort algorithm, it will execute the out of for loop, thereby requiring n steps to sort an already sorted array of n elements, which makes its best case time complexity a linear function of n. Its worst case time complexity is big O, that is On square. Best case time complexity is big omega, that is On, which we just discussed. It is the best case time complexity. The average time complexity is big theta, that is On square. And space complexity is O1. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to Intellify for more such videos.